We did it. How you doing, sir?
All right, man. I'm blessed. I was on the wake up call this morning to do the
Yes,
show.
sir. Yes, sir. That time has a way of making things just be right there how it's supposed to be. Work
Yeah,
right on out. How you
yeah.
doing, sir?
Hey, I'm all right.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank everybody for coming out this morning on this June 24th, 2023 at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, across many channels, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. And if I'm forgetting something, I see you over there too. Thank you for coming out. We have a lot of people who've been joining us all over the diaspora of the world from different areas of the country and the world. Thank you for joining our Facebook page, our group, and just thank you for coming out this morning. And we're going to get right to it. We're going to start with our topic of the week as brought to you. Who is you? Who are you? You are the people who went to the page and voted for the topic of the week being the NBA draft. And as you so succinctly had that jersey last show, Victor Wembanyama went first to the San Antonio Spurs. They call him the Frenchman. And if I'm going to call him the Frenchman, I'm going to call him the Merovingian. I don't know if you remember that character from The Matrix. The Merovingian was the man who you had to go through. You had to go through him to get through different areas. If he was Neo, he made Neo stay down there with the timekeeper. So I like that. The Merovingian much better than the Frenchman. So what you think about that pick, sir?
I mean, yeah, that was like I said. I had to get ready, stay ready to get ready. I mean, the thing is, he still got upside. We don't even know if he threw growing, man. What is he, 7'5"? I mean, it's gonna get to a point where, okay, let's just say he threw growing though. You're gonna have to bulk him up a little bit, right? So you bulk him up. Maybe like he might be a Durant. He might be better than Durant. You never know. But then see, they play a different style than we play. See what I'm saying? So a foul ain't a foul over there, but it's a foul over here. So he gonna have to adjust. But he got the right people. He got the right personnel because Pop gonna take care of him.
All right. I like the pick. I like the kid. He just seemed like he's not quite ready for his body yet. You can see that, the scariest thing about him is his fingers. Look at his hands. His hands and his fingers are extremely long. It's kind of scary to see. It reminds me of the fingers of the worms on Men in Black. You see, when you see. No, I'm not trying to be funny. No,
I never seen the movie, so I couldn't.
You gotta see Men in Black. You gotta go see Men in Black. You gotta see the worms. And when on Thursday night, when he's standing there with that NBA silver ball, he got his hand on the ball. His fingers looked like they were wrapped all the way around the ball. I said, "Good, look at this." So who's gonna steal the ball from him? He picks the ball with his whole one hand, enveloped the whole ball. So I like that. I like the fact that he's going to be able to handle the ball well. And you see the highlight clips of him playing in the highest professional level back in France. I'm worried that with guys with that kind of a stretch, is the injury factor. That's what worries me most about him. Guys like that have elbows, arms, knees, and ankle problems because of how the body. The modern body isn't necessarily made to be stretched like that. So I would hope that he has the right people around him to keep him flexible and in those areas strong.
You saying he could be another Chet Holmgren?
Chet Holmgren, or the guy who went to Portland the same year that Jordan went.
Oh, you talking about I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Or the guy that came to Ohio State, Greg. I forgot his last name.
Greg Oden.
Greg Oldman.
Greg Oden.
The one who looked like he was 35 when he was only 19.
Yo, you know what? He almost had a ring, though. If you go back and look, he was on that Miami Heat squad till they cut him. He almost had a ring.
Didn't know.
He was on that. He was him and Mike Bibby.
That I didn't know. I always did like Mike Bibby, but
Mike Bibby had game. Mike Bibby was that guy. Yeah,
Bibby was tough.
But by the time he got to Miami, the tread was off the tires. He couldn't That's how they ended. Then they ended up drafting. They ended up getting Mario Chalmers off of that Kansas national championship team. So that kind of put Mike Bibby out. Because before, you know, the point guard was before that, it was Carlos Arroyo. They used to play for us. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I got it up here.
Yeah. See, you the NBA guy. That's why we got you. You the NBA
guy. That's where, you know, that come from the vape, dog. I got it. Yeah. So.
All right, I like that. So you got yourself together. You got your vape in before you got
get
here.
Your vape up in here, man. Get the, you know, the summer colds is the worst. Get your vape.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I agree. Next, we're gonna move on to our Pistons. Drafted Ausar Thompson and Marcus Sasser. First-time twins have been drafted. Not much less drafted back to back. Being a twin myself, I like that. I give, you know, I like the fact that, you know, twins are being drafted. So kudos for them.
Right.
So, but the question is, you know, normally, you know, twins, one can do one thing well, one can do another thing well, which is what they say about them. One's more defense, one's more score. But the question is, what's the fit for the Pistons? So right now you have all these guards on rookie contracts.
Right.
What's the fit? What's the plan for having these guys? I understand you need to be young if you're gonna build and keep them around, because you're not gonna really attract free agents. We've been saying that. I get it. You want to pull through the draft and, you know, fill in with a free agent here or there who you can, you know, try and get there, who want to make some money.
Right.
But what's the plan with these guys? You got Cade, you got Jaden, you got Ausar, you got it's another guy who's still there. You got 4 or 5 of these guys under 25, under 26 years old. What's the plan for them? Who's going to stay? Say again?
You're going to package them. You're going to package them. That's what I think, Troy. I really haven't digressed Troy Weaver's state of mind yet. But I know he likes to wheel and deal. So maybe he plan on packaging them properly, because in 2 years, Booker will be a free agent. Who was his coach? Monty Williams. Who is the coach of the Pistons? Monty Williams. I can package that and get him.
You think Booker going to want to come to Detroit?
You say what?
You think Booker going to want to come to Detroit?
He's from Michigan.
I'm going to say it again. He may be from Michigan, but you think he's going to want to come to Detroit and play? You think he want to give up that 110 degrees in the winter?
Absolutely, because you can always there's these things called airplanes. You can always fly home, right? LeBron do it all the time. All the stars do it, right? But the basis of what I'm trying to get you to see is he from here, and who last coached him? Monty Williams. What do you think Frank Vogel gonna do with him? Nothing. He gonna run over Frank Vogel.
They did hire Vogel.
Yeah. What do you think they gonna do it? What do you think Frank Vogel? What do you think he gonna do with the Frank Vogel? What did LeBron do to Frank Vogel? Okay, so what do you think Booker gonna do to Frank Vogel? Man, shut up, man. Hey, go out here, ISO. I'm pulling. You think they gonna really right? Now look at the other Achilles heel you done added with it. You added Bradley Beal to it. What you think they gonna run it? Frank Vogel will be fired before All-Star week if he don't resign.
We're just gonna get to those get to the trades. We're gonna when we do the NBA segment next. But let's quickly finish with the Pistons. Marcus Sasser, I do like him as a pick. Why? 4 years of experience playing for a good coach, playing against a fairly decent competition. His league isn't that great, but coach is like Izzo in a lot of ways. He goes out and he plays top teams in the preseason, and
every time I think we making progress. You Calvin Sampson is trash. Are you serious?
Calvin Sampson got a championship.
With who?
He didn't win it with Kentucky?
No, he was never at Kentucky.
I'm thinking about the other guy. You're right. My bad. But I still like him as a player.
He was trash in Indiana. He was trash in Indiana. They booted him out of there. Houston. What did Houston do?
What was he at before that?
Before Indiana?
Yeah.
He was working on the show with us. I don't know. I'm being honest with you. I don't know
he was with a big time program before that. I thought it was Kentucky.
Calvin Sampson before Indiana, he was at Oklahoma.
That's right. Oklahoma. That's right. Okay.
He's at Oklahoma. What did he do at Oklahoma? Nothing.
He had the curly hair dude that's in Atlanta, right?
No, he didn't have Trey. He didn't coach Trey. He didn't have Trey. He had Blake now.
Blake. Okay. All right. All right. He had Blake.
He was trash.
Okay. Speaking this is my prediction. I think Blake gonna be going out the league this year.
That's like okay. Just to show you the coaching thing, right? If Joe Dumars wasn't the GM that year, and we had that 14 pick, Martin Cleves wouldn't have been a Piston. Okay. That's why Jalen Wilson from Kansas is at Brooklyn, because who's the coach? Jock Vaughn. Where did Jock Vaughn play at? Kansas. Jalen Wilson wasn't about to get drafted, blood, and that hurt because I'm like, dog, this dude won a national championship. He won Player of the Year of the conference. This dude did all this, and Grady Dick went before him, and he was a freshman. So you could stay all 4 years and just don't pan out in the NBA. That don't mean nothing. Okay, here's the case in point. Martin Cleves stayed 4 years. Martin Cleves, did he make 10 in the NBA? No. That don't mean nothing, man, because you stay long. Ray Jackson, he stayed all 4. He didn't get drafted.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man. Calvin Sampson, look, he can recruit. Absolutely. He got Marcus Grimes from Kansas. He transferred from Kansas and went to Houston. He played for the Knicks now. Okay, he can recruit. Coach? No. AAU, yeah. College? Nah. PAL? Absolutely. PSL? Absolutely. Oakland Athletic Association? Absolutely. College? No.
You gonna put the boy in PAL?
PAL? No. What was that? What was the PAL? The PAL coach or whatever they were. Can't coach, man. Everybody can't coach, man. Look at what Penny going through. He already got suspended.
He got 3 or 4 games already.
Man, everybody that just because you play don't mean you can coach, and just because you coach don't mean you can play. Nah, it's a lot. You got a lot of bums in the NBA coaching that shouldn't even. How do you get fired from the Lakers and 2 years later? They didn't even have the decency to tell you you're terminated. You found out on the plane
from a reporter.
Right, from a reporter. Man, he shouldn't have never had the job. You know who should have been coaching the Lakers? Jason Kidd. But Jason Kidd got tired of waiting. And the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban got money. Hey, money gonna overrule everything. It's in the Bible. Money is the root of all evil. Well, that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's move forward. Don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get your book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day, written by who? Mr. Marcus Holmes. He's not with us this week. He turned the reins over to me, but I want to make sure that we highlight that young man and thank him for everything that he's done on our last show, setting up the venue for us to be in the same place and everything like that. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, enjoy your Saturday. I got a feeling he's gonna kind of lean this way and get his time back a little bit. He's gonna reclaim his time. That's my guess. But if that's what he do, I ain't mad at him. Hey, right. We got this. We're gonna make sure we roll right. We're gonna work right moving forward. And so we want to make sure we thank him. Don't forget to click like, click share, because why? We want to be the soul train of this generation. Every other Saturday, turn us on while you clean up your house, while you open up your windows, get the fresh air in there. Because when you just clean your bathroom and you want to get that bleach smell out, you want to just emanate on up out of it. So now you're working on your baseboards, and you're working on your kitchen, and you got us in the background talking sports. And right now we're moving on to all things NBA. Of course, we're gonna recap really quickly the Heat and the Nuggets. You were correct, sir, in saying that the Nuggets was going to take it in 5. I said 6, and it was beautiful to watch that game. It was almost like they toyed with them. It was like they toyed with them until the end.
No matchups.
Joker said, "Okay, we're gonna stop playing around. We're gonna just go ahead and beat them. You on the sideline, I don't think they understood a word that boy said, but he was very demonstrative at the end of that game. I think basically he was just like, okay, that's enough, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and
like, stop playing with them, man, because then that's how injuries occur, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. At the end of the day, they're NBA champions. You can never take nothing away. Like Bronner. He won a college championship in Kansas. He's an NBA champion. You can't take that if he don't do nothing else. NBA career. He got 2 accolades. I won one in college and I won one in the professional level. That's more than you got. He got more than Charles Barkley on both levels. That's what's up. I was more proud for him than, like I said, I didn't have a dog in the fight. I didn't vote for Denver or Miami. But I was like, dang, my man got one. We went to the same college. That's what's up. Yeah, year prior, he just cut down the nets. They beat North Carolina. Year later, he got him an NBA championship. That's all. Like I say, shout out to that Jayhawk alumni. That's what's up.
Rock chalk.
Yeah, rock chalk.
What does that mean exactly? I've always wanted to know.
What do you mean? What do it mean?
What does rock chalk mean?
I don't know, man. I used to be in the arena with. You know what the best part is? This is the best part. And forgive me for saying this, but what's in you is in you. So this is about to come out. The best part is when we beating somebody and it's like the 20, 40 seconds left and chicks put their arms around you and y'all rocking back and forth and y'all singing Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk, Go KU. Man, you never got the best feeling. It make me feel warm inside right now. But it's so loud in there. It's so loud in there, man. It's oh my God. But that's the best part. You probably won't even see this chick ever again. She put her arm around you, put your arm around her. Y'all go rocking back and forth. I be like, man, in Detroit, you get 2 to 5 for this in the county. But
it's gonna cost you 3 shots.
Okay, look.
It's gonna cost you 3 shots for $1,800.
I'm gonna tell you like this, for real. I remember this one like it was yesterday. Jock Vaughn, my freshman year was Jock Vaughn freshman year. We hosted Indiana on Channel 2, which is CBS, 62. Mm-hmm. It was 80-80. Bobby Knight was the coach. Roy called up some type of play. They ended up swinging it to Jock in the corner. Jock hit the 3. We won 83-80. I don't know this girl. I'm sure she probably don't even remember me. So we talking about over 20-something years ago. She just grabbed me and we jumping up and down. Man, I was ready to get on one knee like, will you, man? Man, hey, man, that's enough of that, man. Come on, man. Let's go on with this show, man.
All right.
I told you what's in you is in you. When it come out, it come out.
Right. Congratulations to the Nuggets. We had a craziness. First of all, can they repeat? Can they do it again next year?
Yeah, they the favorite. Because think about it. We ain't even seen what happened with free agents and stuff. So yeah, they the favorites.
They're the favorites. I would have to agree with that. They pretty much bringing back everybody.
Yeah,
and they were all on the same page. So I would look to them to repeat.
Right.
Speaking of repeat, we got Coach Malone versus LeBron. LeBron, his crazy comments. It seemed like every time he don't win, he got something to say about the team who do. Why he does that, I don't know.
That's how he is, man. He been like that all. Okay, go back to when they assembled the super team. Remember, it was him, Chris Bosh, which people don't realize. Chris Bosh was supposed to be Carmelo Anthony, but that's another day because he ended up taking that max deal with the Nuggets. But back to the story. Okay, remember when they lost, right? LeBron got mad. What did he say? That's why y'all gonna go back to y'all miserable lives tomorrow. And that's how he is. Everything is good when he winning, but when he lose, bring that same energy, blood. Let's address the elephant in the room. Bring that same energy. Then he kind of blamed it on D-Wade. See what I'm saying? Dude, throw you under the bus. I can't mess with him, dude. I'd be so glad when he retired. Oh, I'd be glad when he retired.
I like the fact that Malone didn't back down. Because you know why? At the end of the day, Malone is a Piston. He grew up with the bad boys, so you know he's not back.
That's right. His dad was. Right.
Brendan Malone.
I didn't even know that neither.
And I didn't know it either until I started. You know, they were showing the stories of how he learned with his dad. His dad told him, "Are you sure you want to do this? And you sure you want to have a family?" And how, you know. So I didn't. And then you know, of course, they show him as a little kid. So you know, he's been in the area. He's been in the Detroit area. So he know what it is to be. You know, we're not backing down. We from Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. Even though he in Denver right now. All right, let's talk about these crazy trades. CP3 is now. Oh, it's hard to even say he's a Warrior. That's hard to say. CP3 is a Warrior. Porzingis is where? Where is he now?
Porzingis is with.
Is it not Washington? Is it?
Nah, he left Washington to go to Boston. He's
in Boston.
And Marcus Smart is in Memphis.
Mm-hmm. And we got Jordan Poole, who went to
in Washington.
Yeah. So sort of a crazy three-team trade, some kind of a way around in there, but they worked it out. And I think that if you're the Warriors, you're to me you're throwing in the towel. You're bringing in the white flag. If you're raising the white flag, if you're bringing CP3 on your team, nothing about him says championship. Want to really do what it takes to win a championship. That's my opinion. So when he said he was going to the Warriors, I'm like, why would you do that? I understand you want to take some of the pressure off of your 3-point shooter. I understand you want to let him run the team while you run all those screens and everything for him. Take a little weight off. I get that, but does he have that heart of a champion to lead them to a championship? And with Draymond not picking up the player option, of course, to me, in my mind, he's going to come back. The question is the money. So you had to have Poole and Green kind of leave at the end of the season because of what happened at the beginning of the season. To me, you would need Draymond to come back to be like, okay, man, CP3, get your behind up off that bench. It's the fourth quarter. It's winning time. To me, you would need that. So if Draymond don't come back, that would really worry me. I see your face. I know you got something for me. What you got?
No, I'm with you. I was flabbergasted. Like I didn't get that neither. I mean, at the end of the day, look, Chris might just go down as one of the greats that didn't get one. Right? It's a nice table to sit at. It's a sad table to sit at, but he might. You got Carl sitting there. You got John sitting there. Across from them, you got Barkley. You got Dominique. I mean, the table only that long, right? But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people sitting at that table that should have got one that didn't get one. And then you got some bums that got one that shouldn't got one. Scott Hastings.
Great role player.
Great who?
Great role player. And he can take a punch.
Every time I think we moving forward, great, bro. What, in the layup way?
Exactly, yeah. Every team needs those guys.
When you say, okay, man, it's a lot. Think about it. Captain Jack got one. Smith Dog got one. Big dog Glenn Robinson got one.
Yep, he got one.
Grant didn't get one. Grant Hill didn't get one. It's a lot of players that should have got one.
My favorite player, Buck Williams, never got one.
Yeah, you say who?
Buck Williams. We've had this discussion. I told you, one of my favorite players of all time, Buck Williams. Played for New Jersey.
From the Trailblazers?
Played for Jersey, played for Milwaukee, finished his career in Portland. One of the best power forwards of all time.
No. No. Survey says, no.
One of my favorite players of all time.
Ain't no bad setup. What? You know what I mean? Power forwards in front of him. He ain't top 10.
Okay, I'm not saying, in terms of numbers and nothing like that, but if you ask basketball players, they will tell you the man's among power forwards was Buck Williams.
Okay, here we go. I'm glad you opened the door. Here we go. You got one spot. You got Buck Williams or Karl Malone. Who you gonna take?
I'm taking Buck Williams.
Man, that's why you fired. That's why you fired. That's
all right.
Fired.
But my hand not gonna be hurting down the stretch and I can't make free throws because the mail don't be delivered on Sunday.
You got one spot. Who you taking, Buck Williams or Charles Barkley?
I think Barkley.
Oh, okay. See, now you might get a second interview, but after that first one, you fired. You fired off that first one.
I'm gonna say it again. I can't make free throws because my hand is hurting.
Yeah, but Carl was a beast, though.
I'm not saying he wasn't.
So if you're not saying he wasn't, how you gonna take Buck Williams over him then?
Because I feel like I can get better production down the stretch, and that's what I think.
Okay, so that Buck Williams team lost to who? Detroit,
yes.
Right? And then the year before that, they lost to Magic them, right? Before they got to the finals, right?
Correct.
Okay. Carl got beat by who? The GOAT twice. There you go, man. There it is.
You say potato, I say potato.
Ah, here you go. This is why Barack said this is why.
All right, we got some free agency. We got Harden. They talking about bringing him back to Houston. Why? Which is the biggest, dumbest thing ever. Kyrie.
Because he gonna have his way. You know what though? I don't know. Because I don't know if Madoka gonna go for that. But
I wouldn't. If I'm Ime, I'm putting my foot down. That's gonna be my first battle with the front office. We are not bringing James Harden back to this team.
Oh, okay.
We got Kyrie in Dallas. Kyrie says he wants to stay in Dallas. That's Van Vliet, Fred Van Vliet. I like what I said before. I'd like to see him go to LA. I think he would be a good addition in LA, like I said before.
Go to LA, and then what you gonna do? You gonna boot what's the name off the map?
I think he would be a good backup player. I'm not saying he come there to start. I'm not saying at this point in his career.
So you back up D'Angelo.
D'Angelo Russell, he's also a free agent. He might not come back.
So then, who starts? What's the name?
Number 12. What's the number 12 with the shoulders?
You talking about number 15? Austin Reeves?
No, the number 12, the muscle guy, the point guard.
You talking about Orchard Maria, whatever his name is?
No. I hate to say it this way. The dark skinned guy.
Now about Dennis Schroeder?
Yes, he been starting that point.
Man,
I don't think he should be, but that's what they've been having at starting at the point.
Well, I mean, you got to see what LeBron gonna do first, right? That's the thing.
LeBron will be back. He gonna talk all that stuff. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. We got Jeremy Grant, Kuzma. They're not on the contract. Draymond Green, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is about to make a lot of money. I don't think he's going to be a Laker anymore. It's time from what he's done. If the Lakers were smart, they would make one of them backdoor deals where they're not supposed to talk about it. But we're gonna give you a couple of years at this. And we're gonna guarantee you down the line to take care of you. If I'm the Lakers, I make that kind of deal with them, and all of a sudden, a Beamer and a Ferrari show up in his driveway. I would make one of them kind of deals with Austin Reeves. I think, in my opinion, for what he does, how he accepts his roles, and how hard he plays, he's worth it.
So you don't think he's coming back?
Probably not. I don't think the Lakers can afford nobody right now, quite honestly. So you can't afford him.
Oh, he might come back just because play with LeBron and the touches he got. Ain't nobody else gonna really give him no touches like that. He go to Boston, he just gonna be a third wheel. He come here, he gonna be a third wheel. But in 2 years from now, remember this conversation, June 24th, 2022. 2023, y'all gonna say Mr. Holmes was right, because Cade Cunningham will be no longer here. He's a bust. Watch what I tell you.
Well, that was kind of what I wanted to talk about earlier. I was hoping you were going to bring it up earlier when I said you got all these rookie guards under contract.
Yeah, he goes.
So why are you drafting another first-round guard for the third year in a row?
They don't have no faith in Cade.
So I was hoping you'd have brought that up earlier. I was trying to lead you into it.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't read the cue card at the bottom. I'm sorry. I did the Scottie Pippen. Back to you, Britt. All right, need the cue card.
Well, I'm not saying Katie's a bust. I still will say the jury's out on him. You say he's a bust. I say the jury's out.
Does the man? What do you need more to see?
I need him on the court for more than 20 games in a season. That's what I need to see. He's been hurt these 2 years. Is my lease getting shorter on that in terms of my thoughts with him? Yes, I agree. But my lease is shortening up. I want to see him play longer in the season and show what he can do. Can he do it? In my opinion, yes. But you got to be out there to do it. You got to be out there to do it. You got to do more than just put the buffs on. You got to do more than put the buffs on and turn sideways to show your buffs in Detroit.
Yeah.
You got to bring it.
He
We Detroit versus everybody for a reason.
He is a Cassius Winston. What Cassius Winston was to Michigan State, that's what he is to the Pistons. The only because they both couldn't go get their own shot, but they both could run the team. They both could knock down the mid-range jumper. They both were good floor general leaders. Boom, boom, boom. You'll see. Watch. Remember this day. You're gonna be like, he said it.
I'm not gonna doubt you. I'm not doubting you because I am gonna say that my leash in terms of the slack that was on the leash that I had for him is getting a lot shorter. So he you show the leash on the dog that be trying to jump on everybody.
Absolutely.
That's where I am now.
Right.
All right. Moving forward, we want to make sure we keep up in the interest of time. Moving to the next topic. Also, you want to don't forget to click like, click share, and get out there and tell your friends, call them on the phone, let them know that Kamau and Felix is talking to Good Sports again. It's Saturday morning, June 24th, 2023, and we are moving into baseball, college and professional. So far, we have the LSU Tigers and the Florida, and the University of Florida in the College World Series. We got another all SEC final. I think it's the best of three or the best of five.
Best
I
of
think
three.
that starts tonight.
Best of three, yep.
Best of three.
Yep.
And they're number 5, LSU number 2, Florida. I'm trying to think. I don't want to disrespect Florida. What's the Florida nickname? The Florida
Gators.
Florida Gators, excuse me, because I don't want Florida people mad at me since I said LSU Tigers. Florida Gators and LSU Tigers going together. They're talking like LSU is the favorite, even though the Gators are number 2. I think LSU might be playing a little bit better right now, but if I had a prediction, because we're definitely gonna be on here before they come back again, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Gators. I like the Gators. I like their uniforms a little bit better. They had the uniforms have a little bit better of a color scheme.
Yes,
but you can't go wrong with that purple and gold. That's for sure. But I think Florida is going to take this series, and I've definitely been paying attention to them. And of course, like I paid attention to the girls when Oklahoma pretty much ran Russia to the girls bracket again.
Right. 60, what are they? 60-1? Something
61-1.
61-1. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. And we got a new star in Major League Baseball, Ellie De La Cruz. This young man has been beating the ball up all across the and playing defense. This young man hit for the cycle last night. This man has a cannon for an arm. His first home run was of epic proportions, and he's played less than 20 games in MLB. They brought him up from AAA, and he is crushing it, literally crushing it out there.
I like them black unis. I like them with the black with the red. Yeah,
black
sweet.
with the red. Yeah, they're sweet. He's
I have to debut that one on the next show. Must be in the front row.
that might not be a bad idea.
Man, I like that.
Those uniforms are sweet. They the Cincinnati Reds, just a short trip from Detroit down I-75, 5 hours. You can be right there on the riverfront and watch them play. But did they play the Cincinnati yet? Did they play the Cincinnati Detroit yet?
They played the Reds yet? No.
Okay, because everybody plays everybody now. Everybody plays, either home or away against everybody now in the league. It used to be, interleague play was just you would go from one city, one division and play against that division. Now everybody plays everybody. And so I do like that about baseball. Baseball has caught on with that with the times in terms of everybody being able to see each other, and I do like that. So we've had some good games in Old Tiger Stadium when Cincinnati came to town, as well as in Comerica Park, playing against the Reds, and we've had some good times. Some good Detroiters playing for Cincy back in the day. A lot of good Detroiters, but not so much lately since baseball hasn't been a focus in our community. But according to Junior, it's back again, so hopefully we can get that going. Speaking of Detroit, the Tigers right now are 32-42 in fourth place in the AL Central, 5.5 games behind the Twins, who they are playing against this weekend. And if they win, they're playing a three game series at Comerica Park. Yesterday they lost 4-1. I want to say, I think it's 4-1. And they play again at 105 today, and tomorrow again at 105. No, I think tonight's 7. And tomorrow's 105. So hopefully they can win both those games so they can pick up some ground in the AL Central. Because the Twins are 39-38. So remember what I said at the beginning of the season? If you can stay 500, you can make the playoffs.
That ain't nothing to brag about, man. 39-38.
But they are in first place in the American League Central.
Yeah,
if you look at the National League, almost everybody got a winning record. They're killing it over there.
39-38. Lord have mercy.
That's the Twins right now. Yep. I tackled once upon a time and lost 9 straight, but they've been 500 over the last 10 games. They can get a lot of ground if they go ahead and take these next 2 games.
39-38.
Yeah, but we 32-42. So like I said, we just stay 500. We can be right there.
So 32-42. That would be, you add them together, that would be 5-6, right? If you add them numbers together, right? 32-42. So 3-2 is 5, and 4-2 is 6, right?
So that'll be in terms of games that they play.
I'm just saying, if you said they 32-42, correct?
Right.
So 3-2 is 5, and 4-2 is 6, right? That's what the Lions gonna be after week 11, 5-6. You already knew where I was going with it.
I hate to say this, I kind of might agree with you a little bit. What you'll see once we get to the NFL season, we're gonna
absolutely, because I'm telling you,
I still have my trepidatiousness.
They go, I cannot wait. Do you know they were talking about putting them on Hard Knocks again?
Why?
Right. Yo.
Why? They want that Hard Knocks heartthrob back. That's what it is.
They were talking about putting them on Hard Knocks again because you already supposed to know who it is. That was supposed to have been made up in March. And Aaron Rodgers don't want to do it. But the Jets are the front runners. It's the Jets, the Bengals, the Raiders, and somebody else. They was talking about maybe possibly doing Detroit again.
Because they normally choose a team that's like they had a bad season the year before who's trying to be up and coming. That's normally how they
didn't have a bad season. You had a bad season. You didn't have a good season. You went 9-8.
I'm not disagreeing, but I don't think they've ever had back-to-back teams.
It's a first for everything. I don't think it would go through. I think they're going to end up doing it with New York because just to piss Aaron Rodgers off, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't really want to do it.
Well, he don't necessarily have to do the interviews and stuff. They can show him in like regular practice.
Right.
He don't have to do the post-game, the post-practice interviews and all that. He don't have to be the feature guy. You can always find.
I mean, when you think about the Jets, who made them relevant?
That's true.
That's why if this all blow up in his face, he might as well retire. Because they know you think Green Bay bad, New York gonna eat you alive. They gonna eat you alive.
No, it's gonna be everything Robert Sala's fault. It's not gonna be Aaron Rodgers' fault. Aaron threw that interception. We so sorry. You know what this is right here? That's his behind. Aaron, it wasn't his fault. It was Sala's fault. He threw that, gave him that bad play, and Aaron, it's not your fault. It's Robert Sala's fault. Just like it was in Green Bay when your offensive coach and coordinator
Mike
give you all
McCarthy.
a terrible play.
Mike McCarthy and Matt
Aaron does no work.
Right, Matt
You know
LaFleur.
how they treat Aaron Rodgers. They just, we love you. And he just, I like the right cheek better. That's what he does.
I can't wait till they on a losing streak, and he tell the New York Jets fans to relax. Right, relax. Be like, man, you better get
They can be outside his house with them signs.
right.
That's what's gonna happen. All right. The Rays still have the number one record in MLB at 53-26, followed not far behind by the Braves, Rangers, and the Diamondbacks. Speaking of Rangers, I'll be having my annual pilgrimage down to the Double Wide Shed next week. The Tigers will be in town for 4 games. Monday to Thursday. I'll be down there Wednesday night for Dollar Dog Night. And I'm taking my son with me. Yeah, Dollar Dog Night. The ticket's not that expensive, but that food can be. So you can go down there and get hot dogs for $1. You can get 2, 3 together.
You know what, though? Something about, because you bring it up, them hot dogs at the ballpark, you can't get them like that at home. I don't know what they be. Boy. Go down there and spend $20 on hot dogs.
Even so, there's the grilled ones and the regular ones. Even the regular ones still be great.
Yeah,
you can't cook them like that. You're right.
I like getting mine from the dude though. I don't like standing.
Throw
that hot dog over here. Okay, so you throw him the hot dog, and he throw you the hot dog. You throw him back the money. I say, so what happened if I start eating the hot dog and I don't throw him back the money? It's gonna be some nice little shiny blue cops coming to see you. I say, well, let's try.
I was still mad when they fired that guy at Comerica Park, the hot dog guy. He was, everybody loved him across the whole MLB. He was like the whole thing. The Tigers was so bad, they needed somebody to come see. They needed to come see the hot dog guy.
They fired the hot dog guy
at Comerica Park.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember that.
The guy who was singing hot dog, and the Tigers and MLB was getting mad because you can hear him yelling hot dog over the commentators.
Oh well, yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. Yeah,
and they fired him, but he was the draw. Everybody loved this guy. Of course, he's the top seller because what do you do to be the best? You got to do something different.
Right.
He did something different, and nobody, and he got fired. So that still bothers me about that. That bothers me, but it's okay. All right, I'll also give some apologies. I forgot to click on the other side, and there's some people in the chat. Let's see here. Automobile Observer. Hello, fellas. How you doing? And he said he agreed with Felix about something a little bit further back. He is on YouTube. Thank you for coming in and speaking, sir. I do appreciate it. I do apologize. So I just remember that I have to make sure I keep up with the comments as well. And so thank you for coming in. Anybody have, please let us know you are here. Just say hello so we can make sure we acknowledge your presence. And we want to make sure because without you guys, there's no us. But that's the best way to put it. We got to have you here, so we got to make sure we know who you are and say hello to you and everything and the like. We're going to move to NFL. We don't have a lot of NFL news. We're going to quickly talk about the NFL. We don't have a lot of news. The NFL we have. The top news. The Washington Commanders sale has been scheduled for second or third week in July. Looks like the NFL people have the owners have said it's okay, and not only the owners said it's okay. The money people, and they're talking about $6.05 billion for the Washington Commanders. They're gonna send Mr. Schneider out with a billion-dollar bang. He's gonna go and be like Scrooge McDuck and jump in his pool with all the money.
McDuck.
That's right. You remember that?
Yeah, DuckTales.
He was surfing on the money. He was dumping and jumping and swimming in the money.
I used to watch.
I said I want to be rich like that one day when I grow up.
He didn't. He held on to every penny. Mm-hmm. Scrooge McDuck, he held on to every penny. He wasn't paying. He was a penny pincher, boy. All that money he had.
I was never mad at him. Especially when you grow up and you don't have a lot, and you see Scrooge McDuck jumping in that pool of money. Hey, DuckTales. Ooh, that's right. That's gonna be me.
This guy even know the theme song, man. What's wrong with
Of
this
course,
guy?
of course. So we gonna
This
see.
guy be drinking the Kool-Aid, man. He know the theme song.
You know it too. Yeah, I just sang
Absolutely. I wasn't gonna sing it, but
I'm just going to say everybody knows the theme song of DuckTales.
Theme's all right. That's right.
So, but my question is, once again, are they going to change the name from the Commanders back to the Washington Football Team or something better? That's my one question. Hopefully that the new ownership will take that mantle. And, of course, DeAndre Hopkins and Dalvin Cook still do not have a team. Hopefully they'll get a team soon, get signed somewhere. And we're going to quickly go to WNBA because we want to make sure we are inclusive and make sure we push the women's sports as well. Right now we got the Las Vegas Aces at 11-1 in first place, Connecticut Sun at 11-3 in second place, New York Liberty at 8-3, the Washington Mystics at 8-4. Last night the New York Liberty beat somebody 110-80. I forget who it was that they beat. Let me see if I can catch that real quick. Let's see here, WNBA scores. And I'm going to tell you real quick. They jumped on. Let's see here. And I got to click it back to Friday. See, that's the bad part about this. Not having the Dream. They beat up on the Dream. 110-80. And the Wings lost to Spark 74-76. But you have to get us some kid that's good with stats that just sit in on the show and feed us the stats when we need them, so we can keep the show going. And, so we can either get one of them, slide a piece of paper in front of us real quick that we can't see,
Right.
internal message or something. We need a stat guy, a stat boy or girl who's good at quickly looking stuff up. So if you want to do that, if your kid out there and you want your kid to get a quick little internship, a non-paid internship, we'll pay you in peanuts. We need a stat person.
Yeah, Big Red, Juicy Fruit, Double Mint, Winter Fresh. Take your pick your flavor.
And I give you a good letter recommendation.
Right.
All right. They got early MVP talk. Asia Wilson from the Aces and Breonna Stewart in New York. They tearing things up right now in the league. And you can't forget the other young lady with the Aces who just left Chicago. Before the season's out, she's going to show up and show out a little bit more. What's the girl name? We just talked about it in the last show. But it'll come. You see, that's why we need a stat person. As we get close, we're going to take a quick pause for the calls as we get ready for Stupid Sports News. All right, we don't have a lot of Stupid Sports News. We got a few good things. And one really, really, really good one that I'm not going to say a lot about. I'm going to let you go and research yourself on. First one, we got Marcus Smart photoshopped after his trade to the Grizzlies. He had the green hair with the Celtics. They put him in the new uniform. They photoshopped his hair blue too. They made his hair blue. ESPN came under fire. How can you do that? That's not right. That you shouldn't do that. I think myself, well, if you want to stay consistent with what he's been doing, why wouldn't he? Of course, you should have called his agent. Do you think we should, or is he going to?
Or do you think he would mind if we did it right?
Is he going to do the same thing in Memphis? And I think it was funny more than anything. Was it insensitive? Not really. Was it not very bright of them to do without? They didn't think about it. That was my thought. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think you should have reached out to him before you did it. Cause I don't know how that's gonna pan out. He don't seem thrilled at all.
No, he's not happy to go to Memphis. He's not happy at all, and I wouldn't be
He's not
either.
happy at all.
I wouldn't be either because you go from a team where you working hard every night, where you pretty much the heart and soul of that team. You the heart. You the going to work guy. You the guy every night doing the little stuff, so the other two guys can look good. You know, you go out there, you get in the face of the other team's best player, letting them know, hey, you're gonna score tonight, you're gonna have to work for it. Well, the other guys just
right.
don't say nothing, you know. So I would be upset too going to Memphis, and especially with them, you know, Memphis. I'm not saying Memphis is not a good team. You got Ja Morant, which is what the next part, which our next story. Alpha was it 25 games they gave him.
Right, 25.
They gave him 25. I don't. Let's go ahead and talk about that right now. I don't think he's gonna get. He's gonna do it on 25. I think at some point the Players Association gonna get involved with it and say this is a little much. Does he really have to sit these 25 games? Did he really do anything illegal? Was anything that he did so bad that he deserves 25 games? And you know, as a union, you at least have to ask that question. Is it worth 25 games to have to show your guns on Instagram Live? That's not for me to decide. And do I think it's good for him to get 25 games? I don't know. I would think that he would be better served doing some PSAs. You know, not only in his city but making commercials for the NBA on the NBA TV. Anytime, hey, this is what I did. This wasn't very bright. You know, just you know, do the TI thing. Do the TI thing. Go and make you some PSAs, and you know, that's what I would hope that he would do instead of having I would say 15 games. That's my thoughts. What you think?
I don't think. I'm gonna say like this. Look, God rest his soul. He better be lucky David Stern still ain't the commissioner, because if David Stern was still the commissioner, yeah, you wouldn't even be playing, blood. You would be out of there.
Yep.
You be talking about it'd be like the Marcus Dupree story, the best that never was.
Well, it'd be like Isaiah Thomas talking about what he did for Stack, how he had to go to David Stern's office and talk Stack back in the league when they tried to put him out. So Stern would have came down Stern League.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
And 25 games, so not altogether it's what, 33? Because they gave him 8 the first time. Yeah. So 8 and 25 is 33. I don't think he get it. I don't think this is gonna do nothing either. I think it's gonna resurface again. And this is a game to him, man.
I have to agree with you on that. I don't think he's at the point mentally where he understands the impact of what he does. First thing I would do, I would get on all of social media. I don't care. I wouldn't be on Twitter. None of that. You wouldn't see me anywhere. I would shut all of them down. That's the first thing I do. And you know, and I would, you know, just do my best not to be seen in places doing stuff that you ain't got no business. He's still 23 years old. I remember when I was 23. I remember all the stupid stuff I did at 23. I was a responsible 23-year-old, but I did a lot of stupid stuff. I can't say I had a gun or nothing like that waving it around. When I was a little younger, we had a little, call ourselves being cool with a little pistol in our pouch. You know, we did in the neighborhood. It's little stupid stuff. But
man, I was 23. That was like what, a week ago. So yeah, I did some. Hey, I did some stupid stuff.
We did stupid stuff. So I can't really fault him for what he's done. But you just got to be able to say, you got to have the right people around you to really get after you, to let you know, hey, this ain't right. You know, that's what I want.
Like, man, you really blowing it, man. Like for real. Yeah.
That's what I would say. All right. Zion still looking bad in these streets. He got more women coming forward saying that Zion and give him a little money, Look, they did a little something strange with some change for him, and they was on the payroll. And the way I see it, he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one that flew these girls out and did whatever. So And right now it's the cloud. It's the cloud. Because that same girl, Mariah Mills, she went and got a tattoo on her face. She milking this
Yeah.
boy. She like, I'm getting all the cows and all the udders, and I'm milking this as long as I can.
Yeah, but I mean, look at her. She's not bad looking.
She's not bad
She's not
looking.
bad looking at. She's not bad looking
Not
at
bad
all.
looking. But it's just funny. Seem like she's like, okay, it's been 2 days. I need my name back out there. Let me do something different.
Yeah, could be.
I ain't mad at her. Really quickly, 2 things college related. We forgot to go over this one on the last show. College football players turned down a one-time $500 payment from EA Sports. I don't know if it's been resolved since then, because you know how everybody, their names and their likenesses on the EA Sports game. They said they wanted to give residuals over the rest of their life. EA Sports was like, no, we're gonna give you this $500 up front. I'm waiting to see how that's gonna be resolved, because is it really worth it to EA Sports monetarily to get all these players residuals? Because you're only gonna get residuals if somebody use your name. Everything is played online, so it's not like they can't track this. If they use you in a game, that's when you make money. Basically, what they're doing is get everybody on the roster for this year $500. So that means the guy who will never get in the game gonna get $500, as opposed to the guy who's the starter, who for the next 30 years you're gonna be somebody's favorite player and get out there. So that's the balance they're trying to find. So they're just trying to say, we're gonna look out for everybody. Let's take care of everybody. And so they haven't quite resolved that one. But here's the crazy of all the crazy stupid sports news. Steven Izzo, yes, that's Steven Izzo, has I can tell right now you ain't heard about this one, has requested to use a certain number on his jersey next year for the team. There's a number that is a very let's see, how can I put this? That makes you think, why would you want to use that number? That I'm not even gonna say the number. I'm gonna let y'all go out there and figure it out. But there is a number that, but if you flip one and look like the other, if you flip this one, look like that one, that number, that he wants that number to be on his jersey. Because the NCAA changed it when now in college basketball, you can use the number 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna let you figure out what 2 numbers he wants to use on his jersey. And his dad was like, no. But he filed with the NCAA, and they was like, no. If you have an idea, shake your head at what that number is. You think you know what that number is? Well,
no, I don't
I'm gonna text it to you.
All right, text it to me.
I'm gonna text it to you, so you know what he did that he wants. All right, we're going down to close today. Thank you for everybody for coming out for a great show. Next show is July 8th. Don't forget, I'm gonna put the merch up here real quick. Let's see here. I don't know which one it is, so I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go live on Wednesday when I go to see the Rangers. The next show is July 8th, and I'm gonna find a way to get some merch out there. I'm gonna put it on our page, and so don't forget to watch Love and Stuff 8:30 and Love and Scriptures, and we have Mama V show on Wednesdays as well. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, sir. Take care of that cold over there, man.
Yeah, man, right here. Get you some vape, man. Vape.
I'm gonna text you that number that Steven Izzo
that number.
wants to use on his jersey. Have a great day, everybody.
All right.
Well,